Hi, my name's Katie. I am a professional makeup artist and I am here with makeup tutorials to help you be really good at doing your own makeup. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to do this bronzy, smoky eye. So if that sounds interesting to you, just keep watching. One of my very favorite eye looks to do is a bronzy, smoky eye. Smoky eyes don't always have to be done with blacks, they can be done with any color. A smoky eye is defined as a color that graduates from the darkest at the lash line, blending out towards the lightest as you go towards the brow and down. So dark to light, that's smudged so that there's no definite lines between those colors. That's what a smoky eye is. And I love to use bronze colors for that. They look really great on the eye. It's got a nice, fun, sultry look and it's not too harsh. It's good for any age as well. I have done this on a lot of older clients. I work on a lot of clients that are over 50 and I do this look on them a lot and they love it. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some eyeshadows. What I'm going to use today are by Viseart. They're some of my favorites. You'll hear me talk about them a lot. These are two of their Petite Pro palettes. So we have the Petite Pro 3 right here and we have the Petite Pro 4 right here. These have a great mix and range of colors. They are magnetic, so if you do buy these palettes, what's really cool is that you can pop out these colors and mix and match them around for what you like, right? You'll also need an eyeliner pencil or a shadow stick. So for pencils, I like something really soft and glidey. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the color Roach. That's my favorite bronze color is this one. I also have a couple here from Pixie. This is their bronze silky eye pen. This one. This is their Endless Shade Stick. So this is more meant to be like a cream eyeshadow stick. So it's a little thicker, so that'll be a little bit easier to use for this technique that I'll be showing you. You can also, these are all shimmery colors, the ones that I've shown you so far. They have that bronze metallic shimmeriness to them. You can also use a nice warm brown that has that same depth of color that a metallic bronze does, but in a matte formula. So an example of that would be the MAC Kohl crayon in Costa Riche. That's this one here. See if you can see that color. Let me swatch it on my hand here for you. So that's the Costa Riche, right? So it's a nice matte warm brown. And this is the Roach. So you can see it's a softer color and more metallic. The darker the color, the more depth you're going to get around the eye, the more dramatic it's going to be. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay today. You'll also need some eyeshadow primer. My favorite is the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof. They do come untinted, but I like the tinted one to neutralize the color on my lid. And then you'll also need your favorite mascara. I love the L'Oreal Voluminous. It's one of my favorites. I just keep coming back to it. And then you'll also need your eyeshadow brushes, which I will go through as we go along in this tutorial. So as you can see, I've already done my complexion. If you'd like some tips on how to do foundation, blush, bronzer, I do have videos on each of those things up on my channel. You can check those out to get some tips on how to do that. And we'll get into how to do this here. So first we want to prep the lid. If you're going to do your foundation and your concealer first, you do typically want to try to minimize the fallout under the eye. So what I'll usually do is I'll do the eyes first so that I don't have to worry about it. But if I'm not doing the eyes first for whatever reason, and I'm doing my complexion first because I've already done my under eye concealer as well, what I'll do is I will hold a tissue under my eye as I'm applying the product to help catch any fallout. They also make a product called Shadow Shields. This is what they look like here. And they're sticky, so you peel off the backing and you stick them on just under your eye like that and it'll catch anything. These are really great for doing a winged eye too as a guide. So that's an option too to help catch the fallout. So first we want to prep. So we're going to take our eye primer here. You don't need a lot, just a little. And I'm going to blend that in on both eyelids. And when I put on my eye primer, I take it under the eye as well, especially if I'm doing a smoky eye, because I'm going to do color under the eye as well. When I do my eyes first, I will take my eyeshadow primer on my brows, because I do have to pencil them in, my eyelids, and under my eye as well for the concealer. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our eyeliner pencil. Okay, and let me make sure I can see myself in my mirror here. And we're just going to line the eye, and you don't have to be perfect about it. Don't try and draw a straight, perfect line. We want a nice, thick line, right? So I'm going to look down in the mirror with my eyes open. If you close your eyes when you're trying to do eyeliner, it squeezes in the corners of your eye. So if you look, when I close my eyes, the corners squeeze in, whereas when I just look down, it doesn't do that. So looking down is a good way to get to every corner of the eye. And if you have trouble with something coming at your eye, which I know a lot of people do, focus on yourself in the mirror. It will be less disorienting if you're not looking at the pencil coming at you. If you're focusing on yourself and what you're doing in the mirror, it'll be much easier. So you can see I'm kind of being really messy about that. And I like a shape that's a little bit wider towards the outside of my eye rather than in the middle. If you want a more rounded shape, you would want to take the thickest part of where you're drawing the eyeliner in the middle of the eye and more narrow towards the corners. All right. And then we're going to come under the eye, and I'm going to make sure that I'm getting right on the lash line. So you can make the big eye face. Stretch the face down, brace your finger, whatever you have to do to be able to get it on there. And you can see I'm not drawing a line, I'm using little teeny tiny dashes to get the color wiggled in there. Now I'm going to do one eye at a time because this eyeliner does set up and I want to be able to smudge it and play with it before it sets up. So I'm going to take a smudgy brush. I'm going to take this one. This is a double-ended brush. This happens to be an Urban Decay one, but this is the important part, is this head on this here. You can see it's very, very small, right? It's rounded and it's stiff. I want that so I can smudge the eyeliner. And I'm just going to come up and I'm going to kind of smudge it up so that the edges are blurred, right? I'm blending up onto my eyelid. Make it a face. Right? Don't forget this outside corner of the eye. Don't neglect that. Make sure that you take the color out here, especially if your eyes are hooded or sagging. You want to bring color out here. It will make the eyes look even bigger, right? Another brush that you can use to do this would be a smudger brush, which looks like this. So it's going to be similar in size and length, right, and density, but you can see it's a lot narrower than the other one, this one that I'm dropping. This one, right? So something along these lines, this size. This is what you want to smudge your eyeliner with, right? And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the other side. The eyeliner. got a new light and it's got this like star shape to it. And I like the light that it puts off, but the catch lights in my eyes are a little bit trippy to look at. Okay, I'm going to smudge that. All right, so this is super simple. We're just smudging on some eyeliner, smoking it out, right? That's what smudge, smoke, they're pretty much the same thing, right? And so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come on top of that with a similar shade of bronze. So what I wanna use is I'm gonna go into my Viseart palette and I'm gonna use this bronze color right here, right? So I've got a little bit of that bronze color on my brush and I'm going to smudge it right on top. And I'm using the same brush that I smoked the eyeliner out with. Right on top. One, this is going to help set the eyeliner in place and also help with your continuation of color, right? Now, some people like to take this darkness further up the lid and cover more surface area on their eye with it. Right? So they'll bring it further up so that there's more dramatic darkness further up the lid. You can certainly do that. I like to keep it on the smallish side, still a thick liner as you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a flat shadow brush. I'm going to take this one here. It's a nice big one. This is a synthetic brush by It Cosmetics. Yeah, they make the same brush, maybe not with the same handle, but they make a lot of these same fluffy eyeshadow brushes, right? You want something that's going to fit the shape of your eyelid that will help you pack on color. So I'm going to take that same bronze color in that one right there, right? In this Petite Pro palette. And I'm going to pat that on my lid. So this is the same one that I topped the eyeliner with, but since I have the eyeliner underneath, it gives more depth and to the color. And so it's not going to be as dark going all the way up, if you can see that. And it has a really lovely metallic finish to it. There's a lot of different bronzes out there. You know, they're going to have varying depths of yellows and oranges in them and reds. So find one that you like and you think looks good on your skin tone. But certainly give these a try if you can. They're fantastic. Right? So now we've got it all on the lid there. And then I'm going to come into my crease. So I'm taking a crease brush here. This is the other end of that double-ended Urban Decay brush. This came in the Naked Cherry palette. I don't know if I said that, but that's where this one came from, right? So I'm going to take that crease brush and I'm going to come into this color right here. And I'm going to put that in the crease, blending the edge on this color. So remember I said a smoky eye is a gradation of color going from darkest to lightest, right? So this one's lighter than that metallic bronzy color. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to come in the crease right on the edge of that bronze color. Blend out the edge. And I'm going to bring it down around, very lightly around here as well. Using a new mirror, so hopefully you guys can see this without me holding my mirror up and getting in the way. All right, so we're going to come in the crease here. If you watch my previous video about no makeup eye makeup, I explain how to best define the crease. The placement for this is just the same as the placement for that look as well. So when I'm looking at the mirror, I'm making sure that I can see that color that I'm laying down and it's not all getting lost in the folds of my eye, right? And remember to come out here to continue that shape, right? And I'm gonna tap a little bit into my brown again and just re-emphasize right under this outer corner right here. What's that one? Make sure that the two colors are blended nicely together. Now you can stop here. Make sure that your edges are all nice and blended. To do that, I like to use a clean brush. So I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush here. I can find one. There's a nice clean fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna make sure that the edges are all blurred out. No harsh edges for this look. It's a nice soft look. Right, just blending out those edges. There we go. Now I like to add a little pop of light on the inside part of the eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into this, the Petite Pro palette here, and I'm going to use this really pretty kind of rose gold color right here. I'm going to take a really teeny tiny brush. So I'm going to use that smudger brush, right, that I showed you before, this one. I'm going to dip into that. And I blot the excess off. I have a little towel here on my table that I'm blotting the excess of the powder off so that there's not too much to fall out under my eye. That's a good thing to do to prevent fallout too, is knock off any of the excess color that's on your brush. Sorry if I keep talking to the monitor, I keep forgetting. It's a new thing for me. Okay, so you can see I'm just putting this in the inner corner of my eye. Right in there. And I come a little bit down, not too far. My eyes are pretty weepy. I have bad allergies, so my eyes water quite a bit. So I'll end up losing quite a bit right here around the tear duct anyway. So I just kind of concentrated on the upper part and just barely blend it down under the eye. Okay, and then we're gonna come in on this eye. So like I said, this is my favorite smoky eye look to do. It's so pretty on everybody. Blue eyes especially, it makes blue eyes pop. My eyes are a hazel green, so I've got some topaz-y colors in there, but this just makes all those colors pop. But brown eyes, it makes them pop. It looks really, really pretty. It really draws attention to the eyes. So if you'd like a little bit more definition, you can come in with a little bit more. But basically, that's it. Add some mascara and you're done, right? It's really easy eye look. It's smudge, 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 right? That's really all that it is. That's all that I'm doing. So to add a little bit of a nicer touch here, I'm gonna come in with a darker color on my flat eyeliner brush. In my No Makeup Eye Makeup video, I explain how to use one of these. I'm gonna get my color. So this is a nice dark brown. This is a Urban Decay Crave. It's a very, very rich, almost black brown, right? And I'm gonna tight line under my eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look down, right? So that I'm not closing my eye, because I want to wiggle the color into the lash line from underneath. So I'm not getting it on the waterline per se, I'm getting it into the base of the lashes, right? That is the whole point, is to get it right up in there. I like to do this especially because my eyelashes are very blonde. They're very sparse, right? I don't have a lot of them and they're very short. So this makes the lash line really defined. It makes it stand out. It makes it a little bit more dramatic, makes my lashes look a little bit fuller, right? A little bit more volume there. Okay, so there we have it with a little bit of tight line. You can see that that adds just a little bit more definition to the eye. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna zoom you in real quick so you can see it before I put the mascara on. So you can see what it looks like. It's a lot softer of a smoky eye, right? Okay, and then we're going to add some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black, right? So I'm gonna take it, base of the lashes, wiggle, up and out. Wiggle, up and out. All the way across. I know a lot of YouTubers wear eyelashes, false eyelashes. Most people don't in their day-to-day. I don't. They're very fussy, right? Which is I don't. So I usually save them for special occasions. I'm also allergic to the glue. There's something in adhesives that they use that I'm allergic to. So it's not the latex, it's something in the adhesives. So I can only wear them for brief periods of time. So I tend to stick to just mascara, but you can imagine how this would look with some nice full lashes. Okay, and we'll sit back and we'll take a look, see how we like that. I'm gonna take my damp sponge and just make sure I clean up any fallout here. Make sure I don't get any, don't have anything there. I'm going to come in and do a second coat on the top lashes of mascara, just on the ends. And there we have it. There is our bronze smoky eye. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can contact me directly, or I can answer a comment down below, whatever you would prefer. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it, had fun. Let me know what you would like to see, if you have any questions, something you would like me to make a video about. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great